All right, let me talk my ish real quick. Goodfellas Sports TV. Y'all know we back grinding. Appreciate everybody checking in. Yada D, yada die. All right, make sure to subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Canelo Alvarez just annihilates Rocky Fielding in 3 rounds. All right, a lot of body shots. Rocky Fielding was a certified bum. I mean, like bum. The absolute definition of bum. Not so good. Not my definition, man. He was terrible tonight. Slow. Domestic UK. And what was funny about this fight card, they were saying how boring Herrera and Ali was, and it was a boring fight. I was listening to it on Sky, whoever the 2 UK commentators was, and I'm like, damn, every fucking UK fight I seen on the undercard when I watch for like a big fight over there is boring. So y'all accustomed to seeing boring ass fights, so I ain't trying to hear that. But this was a definitely a waste of money for anybody that went out to MSG, anybody that made a trip out to New York City for this fight. This was a glorified bum bash, all right. Rocky Fielding didn't even, I don't know how he got that fake belt he got, but Canelo, they gonna claim that he a 3-weight champion. He really ain't. A regular WA title, it ain't no championship. He wasn't the lineal title. He wasn't the guy at 154. He wasn't the guy at 160 yet, in my opinion. Y'all can say he beat the guy in Triple G, but that's my opinion. But but to talk about the fight, Canelo looked good. You know what I'm saying? He had the hand wrap problem in the beginning of the fight. It was a controversy about him stacking in New York. And stacking is putting gauze on top of tape and then gauze stacking like that. You're allowed to do that in Las Vegas with Nevada, and you're allowed to do it in California, but not in New York City. And Rocky Fielding team caught that, and it didn't make a difference, though. I think they rewrapped him with his team watching. Didn't make a difference. Canelo was faster. He was stronger, being a smaller man moving up. Rocky Fielding just looked like they dragged him off the street, got him out of LA Fitness and off the leg machine and put him in the ring. He just didn't have no boxing skills whatsoever. His posture, his stance, it was just so bland. It was so vanilla. He had no. He was pushing his punches. He was just there to be a moving Everlast punching bag. Real talk. And for many people they got to come to the zone today, I don't think anybody's gonna be purchasing the zone after watching this production, man. All right, this whole card was crap. I started watching for Saddam Ali and Herrera. I heard Ryan Garcia was in there with a cherry pick. But he did look good. Herrera and Ali, made me want to go to sleep. I'm ready to go to sleep right now. Tevin Farmer Forsaker, that was an uneventful fight as well too. And the main event was crap. I don't care what nobody say. All right, I missed the Katie Taylor fight. Her last fight was garbage at the Boston Garden, TD Garden, and Canelo won by 3rd round knockout. He dropped him several times to the body. It ain't too much to even talk about the fight. This was a waste of time. A glorified bum bash. They could have just went live on Facebook and streamed this shit from the gym. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely turned off a lot of customers tonight from the zone. Ain't nobody about to pay $10 for shit like this. And then he trying to turn around and fight David Lemieux. Like I said, they gonna regret that contract. I can see them just dropping boxing from the zone as a whole in the not too distant future. But they had a nice little crowd there, and I think they had about 4,000 or 5,000 tickets they didn't sell coming into Thursday, went to Friday, and at the end of the day, man, everybody got time to be wasting their money on the zone, man. But like Canelo didn't suffer no damage. He didn't suffer no injuries. He should be able to go back in May and have a good training camp and get some good rest and recuperate. There was some talks about laceration or a mark under his eye. He said it was just a little scratch, and it didn't matter. He had a mark under his eye. Didn't bother him. Rocky Fielding was a glorified 6'1" bum, moving punching bag, man. He's a disgrace. But that's what they breed over in the UK. That's what Eddie Hearn wants to do. He want to get all his UK bum bashes on his own platform. He want to give all his fighters the opportunity that they don't deserve. McDowell didn't deserve. The dude that fought Roman Gonzalez. I'm not Roman Gonzalez, but Danny Roman. He didn't deserve that title shot. You know what I'm saying? And Rocky Fielding deserved to have that belt, regular belt. You can't. I can name 1,000 better super middleweights than Rocky Fielding tonight. He didn't do himself no favors. He came here to get a check, and he got his check, and you just keep it moving. That's all he came for was a check. And you could tell he came for a check. He sold his belt, and a lot of guys on the zone is in a rush to sell their belt. Danny Jacobs ain't hopped in the ring yet, but a lot of them dudes like Danny Jacobs and Andrade, if you ain't gonna knock this guy out, you ain't gonna have that's the only way I can win mentality. You want to come in here try to outbox him and cry foul. You already know the predicament you in. You're going to get robbed, okay? It's nothing to really grade Alvarez on tonight. He was in a sparring match with a guy off the street, a guy that was working at T-Van or Starbucks, and he did what he supposed to do. But the zone is a piss poor product, man. I watched it on Sky, so I didn't get to hear Brian Kenny and Ray Leonard. I really probably would have been shitting on it because I heard 1,000 people talking about it. But like I said, it's a shit product, man. This was their best card to date, and it was the worst card I've seen all year, in my opinion, other than some of the Eddie cards. It was barred terrible, man. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. I'm just, and I'm not just going to indict the zone, but boxing in a whole, we not getting the matchup we deserve. We need elite matchups like all the time, bro. It's too many good fighters. This can be a golden age in boxing, if you believe it or not. You got too many good fighters. You got the welterweight division that got fired with Errol Spence, Terrence Keith. You got the heavyweight division, Wilder, Joshua, Fury, Ortiz. You got the even the super middleweight division, like heavyweight division popping. The 130, 126 is pretty good. 140 is starting to heat up. 154, they got, a real champion to be born between Hurd and Jamel Charlo. You got all these great fighters in the sport of boxing that can move up in weight. Some may can move down or meet people in between. You got Bud Crawford out there. And it just don't make no sense for you to have to settle for a Rocky Field and Canelo fight. So you have to settle for Mikey jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Earl instead of fighting Lomachenko. You got to settle for the zone. Next, the zone card is supposed to be January 18th as far as boxing. Big Baby Miller versus Trevor Bryan. And Demetrius Andrade versus Arthur Akova. Whatever his name. Akova. I don't know his name. Billy Joe Saunders beat him back in 2016. But I'm not excited. Then Reese Hooker versus Curious Algeria in February. And Artur Beterbiev versus Joe Smith Jr. Ain't nobody excited about that shit. And I say about the Fox PBC, I'm not excited about most of those fights neither. I'm not excited about Sean Porter Hughes. I'm excited about Uzatagi versus Caleb Plant. That's an exciting fight. But I want meaningful fights. I want great fights. But at the end of the day, we can't get them. The best don't want to fight the best. And we continue just to act like the tofu that they giving us. You know what I'm saying? The tofu they was giving us, man. We want real food. We want steak and potatoes, baby. We want the best fights the best fights imaginable, bro. And we not getting them, man. You know what I'm saying? And, it's a shame. That's my dog. He in a doggy dream, bro. But at the same time, man, it is what it is, man. Like I said, man, I don't want that. I don't like Eddie Hearn, and I don't like Golden Boy, obvious reasons with the racist emails. But I'm legitimate. Hopefully people, and I haven't even seen a lot of people reaction. Town Business, y'all go check out Town Business JS. Man, he just texted me. And I hope people don't glorify this like this was a great victory. This was a stay busy fight, squeeze another income earning fight in because he missed the whole 2018 basically with the suspension and stuff. So, it is what it is, man. People gonna glorify this as a great victory. They're gonna try to call him a 3 weight class champion. I ain't gonna let that fly. I don't forget about the Feds. Danny Jacobs did hop in the ring with him with a Lucky Charms green suit. They talking it up. I don't think the microphone is on Danny Jacobs, but Eddie Hearn escorted Danny Jacobs in a ring. Okay, so Danny Jacobs did pull up, introduce himself. He had a Lucky Charm green jacket on with a gray turtleneck. So Danny Jacobs did get in there. I don't think he interrupted the microphone session, but Danny Jacobs did jump up in there, man. And it is what it is, man. Canelo gonna do what Canelo do. I don't care if he fight Danny Jacobs or not. If he ain't gonna fight Charlo, I just don't have no interest in the division or Andrade. Those are the 2 guys I know that probably can beat him if Andrade get active and develop some more power. But if you're just talking about if they both on equal playing fields, I like my chances. Especially if Andrade get 2 fights in this year. 3rd fight, I like my chances with Andrade. And I definitely like my chances with Jamal Charlo. Just my personal opinion there. But it's the zone for you, man. The zone is the zone. Like I said, people gonna say you hating on the zone. I know what I'm watching. I'm watching straight pure garbage. And that's just my personal opinion, man. And people could say it's in the beginning, and PBC was garbage in the beginning, but PBC was never this garbage. I never had to pay for NBC or ABC or what CBS PBC. But it's straight garbage, man. And that's my personal opinion. And, it is what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Want to check us out on Facebook and Twitter? That's there as well. We got a Facebook group. Also, instrumental link is in the description. Also, can reach out to me in email or DM me on social media if you got a question, business inquiry, or you want to start a channel. I can try to help you out as best as my ability, man. I try to get back to the community, man, and help people out. But check out our playlist. We talk NBA, NFL, Real talk, food for thought. We got a lot of different playlists.